This problem probably looks a little familiar because it is pretty much what the book problem was today, but let's just kind of run through it together just so we can make sure we get the wiggles kink moved out of this. Alright, so the deepest part of the Grand Canyon is about 1 1/6 miles deep. The deepest part of the ocean is located in the Marinara Trench in the Pacific Ocean. The deepest part of the ocean is almost 6 times as deep as the deepest part of the Grand Canyon. About how deep is the deepest part of the ocean? Alright, so we're going to do our problem solving steps. We read the problem. What do we need to find out? Well, we can go right back up to the problem, and it says, about how deep is the deepest part of the ocean? So that's what we write here. About how deep is the deepest part of the ocean. Alright, so we get to the deepest part of the ocean. What information do I need to use? Well, we know the deepest part of the Grand Canyon is 1 1/6 miles deep. Okay? The deepest part of the ocean is 6 times as deep. Finley's down here. Here we go. How will we use this information? Well, we are going to draw a diagram to solve the problem. Okay? So, we have 1 1/6. So we know that this is the Grand Canyon. Now, the ocean, we'll make this one O, is 6 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 1/6, 1 1/6, 1 1/6, 1 1/6, 1 1/6, 1 1/6. Okay? Now we're going to write our equation. M is the deepest part of blank in miles. Well, we see our M is right here. So we know that that is the ocean. The ocean in miles deep. Okay? So here's where we're going to set it up. M equals, how many times bigger is the ocean? Well, it's 6 times bigger. How big is the Grand Canyon? 1 1/6. Okay? Now, we need to write the mixed number as a fraction. That's this one right here. So, 6 times 1 is, 6 plus 1 is 7/6. So, 6 times 7/6 is what we are looking for. So, we've learned this. 6 times 7 is 42. Our bottom number stays the same. So we have 42/6. Now, it says to write the fraction as a whole number. 42 divided by 6. Well, we don't even have to mess with that one because we should know that 7 times 6 is 42. So our answer is 7 miles. So the deepest part of the ocean is 7 miles deep. Okay? Let's try this one together real quick. Mountains are often measured by distance they rise above sea level. Mount Washington rises more than 1 1/10 mile above sea level. Mount Everest rises 5 times as high. But how many miles above sea level is Mount Everest? Okay? Simple. Let's do it. We can do it, we can do it, we can do it. What are we looking for? About how many miles above sea level is Mount Everest? About how many miles above sea level is Mount Everest. Okay, perfect. What information do we need to use? Well, Mount Washington is 1 1/10 above sea level. Okay, now we know that Mount Everest is 5 times higher. Okay, how will we use the information? Diagram. Okay, here we go. Mount Washington, we can make one box. There is 1 1/10. Okay, so we know Mount Everest is how many times bigger? 5 times bigger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we have 5. This is going to be the h, which is the height. Okay, so 1 1/10, 1 1/10, 1 1/10, 1 1/10, 1 1/10. Okay, now let's make some problems. Okay, so if h is the height of Mount Everest, 8 is the height of Mount Everest. Okay, so let's go. H equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 1 1/10. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is turn our mixed number into a fraction. So we can start H equals 5 times. 10 times 1 is 10 plus 1 is 11 tenths. Okay? Now we can do our multiplication problem. H equals 5 times 11 is 55, and our bottom stays the same. Okay, now we need to write it as a fraction. Okay, so 55 divided by 10, well, that's easy. 5 times 10 is 50, and I have 5 left over. Oh, so my height is 5 5/10, and I'm sure that there's some of you saying, but wait, we can redo that one. Or 5 1/2. So it is 5 1/2 miles above sea level. So 5 1/2 miles above sea level. How did drawing a diagram help you solve the problem? We can look at it right here. We can see exactly how many we need to do. Okay? So, we got a little share and show for you guys to work on, and I'll be back this afternoon to have the answers for that.